Okay, welcome everyone. Uh, Welcome to the webinar full product demo from X10 AV. My name is Web. I'm going to be hosting this webinar for you. Today's session is going to be a complete overview of the entire X10 AV platform. So we're going to go through the dashboard, then we'll go through all the three different methods of doing designs in X10 AV, which is using XDraw, using Questionnaire, and add your own BOM. And then we'll go through the proposals. How do you create proposals? So exciting session coming up. So some of the rules for the webinar. Please, everyone is going to be on mute because we have a lot of people on the session. So if you have any questions, please ask them under the Q&A section. Just type it in. My co-host will be able to reply to some of those questions, and I will also be taking those questions as and when I can during the webinar. And it also helps us to keep a record of all the questions, and then we could also mail you back with the answers if we skip answering something during the session. So question and answers only in the Q&A section, not in the chat window. All right, so starting off with the session. So it's pretty simple and easy to register to X10 AV. I don't know if you have already. Just go to x10av.com and you will get a free trial button. Just click on the free trial button, and it will allow you. It will give you a quick registration form, which is pretty simple. And as soon as you fill up this form, create a password, you'll be able to log on to the platform for 30 days. So the free trial is 30 days, and it includes all the features, and there are basically no restrictions in the free trial. Okay, so once you first log in, so this is what you will see. So this is the dashboard. So the dashboard, starting from the top here, gives you the list of all the work which you or your team has been doing. So if you are an administrator of the account, you'll be able to see your team's work. If you're an individual user, then you'll be able to use then you'll be able to see your own work here. And then you have a nice project funnel, which gives you all the projects in different stages and what's the value associated with them. As you could see, there is US dollars here, but now we have the ability by which you could work in your local currency. So just go under the profile and go under the organization settings. You'll find a lot of settings, which is regional languages, which is a few only few European languages, but we do have support for almost 200 currencies globally. So instead of working in USD, you can work in your local currency. So then this section gives you all the recent designs which you've been working on, and the projects closing in that particular month, and all the proposals which you have been working on. So please remember, all these cards are clickable. So if you will click on them, it will take you to the relevant section. So let's say I want to check out all the projects in concept design stage. So I'll just click on it, and I can open it up in a new tab. So it'll just give me all the projects under the concept design stage. So a quick tip, just remember that these cards are all clickable. Then we have a few settings. So under your profile, if you will come and under your profile, you'll be able to see what plan you are on. And then you can put in your billing information, your language preference, and then you could also connect to Salesforce from here as well. Then coming down, we have a user management. So we do give access to full business plan trial. So you can invite users from your organization just by sending an email to them with their email address. And you can also assign them roles, whether it's an administrator, technical user, sales user, general user. So here you can see what accesses these people can have. Then you can assign them as approvers as well. Within an organization, you can create multiple groups. Let's say you have a large organization and you have different locations, so you can create groups as per different locations, which we call as groups. And you can assign users under those groups. Then we have the upgrade plan. If you once your trial ends, you can upgrade your plan from here. Then we have the organization logo settings. So if you go in here, you'll be able to upload your company logo. And once you do that, all the files, all the documents will be downloaded with your logo instead of the X10 AV logo. And then we have the organization settings. So the organization settings, there are a lot of things in organization settings. So if you're an administrator, by default, anyone who signs up, they become an administrator. So you will have access to all these settings. So you can set up currency, you can assign the super administrator powers to others. Then we have a custom pricing feature. Now, custom pricing is a very interesting feature, which allows you to upload your pricing. You could upload hundreds and thousands of products in an Excel file. You just have to download in the format which we provide. So this is your format. So you've got to put in the manufacturer name, model number, part number, description, and your dealer pricing, and just upload as many products you want. And we will assign those products under your library, which we call as my library. And you will be able to see your dealer pricing instead of seeing the MSRP prices. So this is where you do custom pricing. However, the custom pricing feature, this is the only feature which is not available under the free trial, because there's a certain amount of work which needs to be done by our teams. So it's only available once you upgrade to a paid plan. But this feature is there. So you don't have to, you can manage your pricing in one place. Then we have a brand preference setting. So let's say for your salespeople, you want to restrict the access of the number of brands or the exact brands which they could see. So you can just select which brands you want to see in the three methods which we have. Add your own BOM extra is the same, work in the same way, and then questionnaire method. So these are the three methods which I'm going to show you today. So that's all organization settings. Then we have a small health section, which is a guided tour. These tours automatically open up once you, for the first time, try and create a project, try and do a questionnaire-based design, try and do an add your own BOM-based design, or an XDraw-based design, or a proposal. So these guided tours will open up automatically. So once you do it for the first time, if you want to check them again, you can come under the guided tour section here, and you'll find all the tours in one place. Or you can also find them under the trivia and tutorial section. Okay, so that's all the CRM stuff briefly. So let me just show you how do we actually do designs and create designs, create projects. So to create a project, you click on the create project button. And this gives you a very nice and easy form which to fill up, give the project name, client name, vertical, description, and there's another page. So I'm not going to create a new project because it's pretty simple and easy thing to do. So I'm going to show you an existing project. So this is where you can see all your projects. So if you are an admin, or if there are any projects which are shared by your team members with you, you'll find all those projects under all projects, and then all the projects created by you will be under my project. And if you just want to look at the project shared with you, will be under shared with me. So let me just open up one of the projects, existing projects. So this gives you the project status. So this is the project page. Once you create a new project, you will come on this page, and you will see all the information while creating a new project will be here, like the start date, the procurement date, who's the customer, what's the budget, what's the stage the project is in, description, and where it is generated, like if it's coming from Salesforce or any other third-party integrations which we do with other CRM softwares. And then under the project information, you'll find all the different types of rooms which you have in that project. So project can have different types of rooms like a meeting room, huddle room, classroom, auditorium. So all those different designs you will see here. Now, coming on to the actions items here. So I'll come on the add design. So this is we use to start a new design. Before that, there is a download zip, which is new. So this feature allows you to download a zip file for all the drawings and documents generated for all your designs in a project. And then we have a floor plans feature as well, which I'm going to show you in detail. So you can use this to upload your existing floor plans for the whole project. And also you can create your own floor plans by using our drawing tools. I'm going to show that to you how that works. Then we have upload attachments. So let's say you want to upload some documents, some pictures, except for video files, you can upload any attachments here and store them. Every user gets 2 GB of data in their account. Then to edit this information, you use the edit button, or to update the stage, you can use the update stage button. Then we have the view call. So you can actually create call logs, which can be automated to be sent to your supervisor or the group administrator. So you click on it, it will give you all the logs with this project. And then you can create new logs also from this option as well. And if you want to create a proposal for all the designs in a project, you want to make a single proposal, you just use this create proposal button. And then you will be able to see all the proposals for this particular project in here. All the revisions, you'll see it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, of course, you can delete the project from it. So let's come back. How do we add design? So I click on add design. So once you click on add design, this gives you the list of templates which you could choose from. So you could choose pretty much everything in commercial AV. If there is anything which is missing, you just use the template which is other. So let's say I want to do a meeting room. So first thing it asks is for name of the design. And then number of designs are the similar rooms with that particular design. So you can increase the number of that. Now these are the 3 methods which I was talking about. So you could either create a design using Xdraw, or using Questionnaire, or add your own BOM. So Xdraw is a standalone drawing editing tool. So here we allow you to add your products. You could create your own products. You can build your own library of products, and you can create the ports yourself as well. And we create all those blocks in the drawing, and you just make your connections yourself. And then we still automate some of the drawings and documents, but all the connections in the line schematics have to be done by you using Xdraw. So I'm going to show you how that works. Then Questionnaire is basically based on AWX's standards. So it's kind of a need analysis, which gives you a set of questions based on a template. And then it allows you to choose your preferred manufacturers, and then it does the calculations for the specs. And then it also fetches the matching products from our database. And that's not all. Once you step-by-step build a BOM, it automatically generates your 7 type of documents, which I'm going to show you in detail. Add your own BOM is different. So let's say you don't want to answer any questions, but you still want the automation feature. So in Add Your Own BOM, you just add products from your existing designs, and then do minor configurations like which speakers are going on what channels. And then we create the drawings and documents automatically. So first thing I'm going to show you is the questionnaire. So let me just go back and see, I can show you one of the existing designs. There's a question. Okay, so let's say I can show you this one. So once the design will be complete, you will see these green ticks for all your designs which are there. So you can go back and edit any of the existing designs. And okay, so this is the questionnaire method. So this is the design page for the questionnaire method. So you will see there are 6 tabs on the top. There's general, video, audio, control, bill of material. So general is all your basic information about the room, like your room dimensions, seating capacity, seating pattern. Passive video sources. Now passive video sources are, stuff like laptops, desktops, Blu-ray players, things which are not specific to an AV manufacturer. And then you have an option to add a VGA. So once you answer everything, you just move on and hit continue. So it will automatically take you to the next section. Now video audio control will have other subsections which are different product selections. So like in a meeting room, these are all the different kinds of products which you could have. Same is true for audio. Like you'll have options for microphones, speakers, amplifiers, DSP, and control system as well. So let me show you how it works. So it step by step guides you. The form guides you automatically. So once you complete a previous section, it takes you through the next section, and it makes sure that you have not missed out on certain important things. So you select your room orientation and hit next. Then it's asking for a professional display. So you say yes. And then the questions that you will see here are based on AVIXA standards, design guidelines, and a lot of the times functional requirements which are there in a type of a room. So you answer the tech part, and then it gives you a list of manufacturers to choose from. So you could choose one or you could choose multiple, and then you hit find products. So as soon as you do find products, the first thing it will do, it will tell you the ideal size which is required as per your room dimensions and the preferences, the answers which you've given. And at the same point of time, it will also fetch the matching products from the makes which you have chosen. And if you have uploaded dealer pricing under your custom pricing feature, you will see your dealer prices here. Else you will see MSRP pricing. And if you want to download the tech sheet or directly visit the web page of this product, you just click on the I button and it will download the tech sheet for you right there. And that's not all. So let's say you do not agree with this recommended size. And so you have pretty much everywhere in the platform, you have the ability to override the recommendations made by the algorithms. So let's say I don't want a 98 inch. So I'll just go with the 70 to 80 inch filter. It will filter out those models with the specs which are needed and the makes which are chosen. So it's pretty fast. So let me just add one of these, add the quantity you need, and hit add to BOM. So now you'll see the product is now added in your bill of material. So similarly, you go ahead and answer for rest of the other stuff like projector screens, projectors, video conferencing. So the beauty of our software is, even though it is standardized on AVIXA standards, but we have taken care of all the permutations and combinations which could be there in a type of a room, and all the different types of technologies which could be there. Like, you could have a hardware-based video conferencing system, a software-based, or a UCC device-based system, or you can have a combination of both, or you just want to go with a package solution from a manufacturer like a Cisco room kit. And giving another example, let's say you want to do an interfacing and switching system. So as a designer or as the salesperson, you know what is best for your customer. Either it's an HDBaseT system or an AV over IP system or an AVB system, or normal cabling without any network connections, or another manufacturer packages. So we have all the options which are available. So we've taken care of all the PNCs which could be there. We've hard coded a lot of manufacturers' products and their way of doing things. So the point is, if two people are using our software, it's highly unlikely that they will end up making a similar design, especially in the questionnaire method. So you'll see I've added the transmitters, receivers, switcher. Then similarly, the audio section, I have My microphone's in here. My speakers are in here. And then I have my amplifiers chosen. And my DSP is also there. So I have answered everything and I've added all the products. Same is true for the control section. So I have my control system in place and a touch panel and everything else which I need. So once all your sections are complete, it will take you to the bill of material page. Now, this is the final BOM created from the questionnaire method. And the real magic actually happens now. So you will see all the products have been chosen by you. So this is where now you hit the generate design button. Once you hit generate design button, our algorithms will check all the products which you have in the BOM, and they will start creating 7 types of documents for you, which are usually created manually. So you will get a line schematics with all the port details, with all the cable IDs automatically generated. Then you will get a signal flow diagram. You will get a scope of work document. You will get a cable schedule. You will get a ceiling speaker layout. So, and then you could also create floor plans once your design is complete, or before that as well. And you will also be able to create an end customer proposal as well. So this is what I was talking about. So you get all these documents automatically generated. So bill of material is the same. You can go inside here by clicking on view, and then you can add some accessories like, you know, cables, connectors, mounts into the design. Or you can just download in Excel and PDF right from here. So let me show you the line schematic. So we have two options, AVIX with AVIXA symbols and with X10 AV symbols. Whichever symbols you like, you can choose them. So this is line schematics. It will take a couple of minutes to open up. So let me just open up the other documents as well. Yeah, there you go. So you'll see highly professional line schematics, all generated automatically with all the port details of all the products in there, all the connections made, and this is very dynamic. So it changes. So you can just go back, go into edit mode, and you can change the products. Once you change the products, you will see that the schematics will also change. And that's not all. Let's say you want to make some changes. So you'll click on the edit button, and it will open up a drawing tool for you with all the connections that you see here. And it's pretty simple. It's like a Visio. So if you want to make some changes, you have all the drawing tools and options which you need. We have a nice library of, you know, products in here with our symbols, with all the AVIXA symbols. Let's say I want to add a microphone in here. You can just drag it, drop it, and just join the green dots to make a connection. And yeah, so that's pretty simple and easy to use. And then we have, so then you can convert these drawings into other formats like AutoCAD, Visio, PDF, whichever format suits you. It's all possible. Then just remember to save your drawing. Let me just see if I can download an AutoCAD file. So while it downloads, let me show you the other document. So this is the signal flow, automated signal flow diagram. So signal flow diagram is a pictorial representation of all the products which are there in your BOM and how the audio, video, and control signal is flowing between them. Yeah, pretty neat. And you can just go inside the editing tool and you can edit this as well. Then we have the rack layout. So the rack layout will automatically populate. So here you go. This is your DWG file. This got downloaded. Coming back to the rack elevations. Again, this will be created based on the actual rack in your design, which you've chosen. So whichever places it will find empty, it will just add a blank plate, and you could use the rack accessories here to make the changes. You can increase or decrease the size of the rack. You can add more stuff in here. You can change the location of the products if you don't agree with the location that you put in. It's pretty simple and easy to use. And again, all the drawing features are in here and you can just download. And then we get a cable schedule. So here you see the cable schedule with all the cable IDs, the source device, the destination device, the source port, the destination port, cable type, everything. And then you can download this in Excel or PDF, and you can then do all the changes that you want. Then if you have ceiling speakers in your design, so you can just, it will create a ceiling speaker layout for you based on the number of speakers that you have. You can override the number of suggested speakers. Let's say if the algorithm suggests 2, you can have 4, and based on your the quantities which you have chosen, it will create a coverage ceiling speaker layout based on the actual quantity which you have chosen. And then we create an automated scope of work document. So since you're doing the questionnaire, we exactly know what's the purpose of the room, what's the room dimensions, what are the main technologies used, which products are being used, where are they being used. We even go down to the level of what's the wattage required and what's the tapping required on the speakers. So it's a pretty nice detailed technical scope of our document, which is auto-generated, and it's all editable, so you can get in here and make the changes. And then we have the download zip button here, so you can just click on this and then it will so you will get a link on your email address, and all the zip documents you can download it from your email once you get it. So it's pretty simple. And again, you can upload attachments here as well inside a design. So let's say you're working on a design and there's a specific documents to that design, so you can upload them and save them here. I'll show you the proposals towards the end. Let me show you the floor plans. Floor plans are consistent across the entire platform, be it in Questionnaire, Agile, BOM, or Extra. So I'll just show it here. So it's very easy. You just upload any existing floor plan. We do not have dwg upload available right now, but you could upload in a PDF. It has to be a single page document. So if there are like multiple pages, it will not accept. Just keep that in mind. So just upload the file. And your file will be added here. This is the one. And you can edit and change the name. Or if you'll click on, if you'll click on edit, to change the name, you click on rename. If you click on edit, it will open up this file in our drawing tool, and then you can just scale it, and then you can just use our symbols library or the Alexa symbols library to drag and drop stuff wherever you want, and you can annotate on top of here. Projector. You can use the editing tool here to add images and other kinds of stuff in here. You can add text and all those things. So it's a pretty extensive drawing editing tool is here. And you can also search for shapes from the internet. So let's say I want to search for CCTV. So it will keep on giving you lots and lots of results. So just drag and drop icons from there as well. So that's one way of doing designs from your existing floor plans. And let's say you want to create a new floor plan. So for that, what you do is you click on create floor plan. And once you click on it, I'll just open up an existing one, which I created previously. So we have a floor plan editing option here. So So you'll get all the floor plan, icons or stencils, as they say. You can just create your own floor plan in here. Something like that. So, and then you can obviously use the symbols library and add more products, or you can create a more extensive floor plan because there are lots and lots of icons here. So, yeah, so click on create floor plan to get into the drawing tool directly, and then use the floor plan stencils to create your own floor plan, like that. So that's how the floor plans work. I'm going to try and take the questions towards the end of the webinar. So that's all what you get in the questionnaire method. Let's come on to Xdraw now. So you can create a design in Xdraw just by clicking on this button here. But I'll open up an existing design, and I think I could also share with you. Sorry. Yeah, there is one more thing which I forgot to tell you in the project page. So let's say you work on a design and you want to keep it as a template, and you just want to make minor changes to it the next time you're working on a similar project. So what you do is you just go under more, and you go under replicate design and select copy, something like that. And then you can select which project you want to copy this to, and just click on replicate. So you'll see the whole design, all the documents, everything associated with that design will be copied. So it just got copied in another project here. So that's a small trick to make sure that you don't have to work from scratch. So then again, I'll just go into the edit mode, and it will open up the questionnaire again, and I can then change my answers or add other products. But the same thing is applicable for Xdraw and other methods as well. Okay, so having said that, let me show you Xdraw now. Yeah, so Derek Kirsch is asking, it is grayed out. I can only click on Xdraw and add your own BOM. So once you click on add design, and it gives you a list of templates. So if there are templates which you find are not listed in the list, then if you choose other as a template, then other is only available in Xdraw and add your own BOM. So apart from that, every other template you will find in questionnaire, but other you can only work in Xdraw and add your own BOM. Okay. So this is the Xdraw page. So this is where you actually create designs in Xdraw, and you want to work as a freehand tool. So it's pretty simple. You just search and add the products which you need. Okay. So let's say I want to do a microphone. I just search for it and add it. It's already there in my design. Let me try and do something else. So now you will see here that there are two types of libraries here. So there's an X10 AV library and there's a My library. Now, so if you use the custom pricing feature and then you upload all your products under the custom pricing feature, then you'll find all those products under My library, and you can search them under My library. Now, if there's a product which you do not have under your library, then you can come on the X10 AV library, and you can search for our library of almost 500,000 products, like this one I just searched. So it'll give you a tag which product is from X10 AV library and which product is from My library. Now, the good thing is that you could copy the products to My library. So from X10 AV library. So if I just click on copy to My library, this product will just get copied to My library. Now, once that happens, it allows me to edit that product, and it gives me a a nice and easy form in which I can change the description, the part number, the model number. I can change the image link, the specification link, even the category. And if I want to add IO information, if I want to overwrite the IO information, then I can do that as well. So the idea is to build your own library of products. So I've just copied this. So if I search under my library, you'll find that it will be there. There you go. And then you could just go and edit, and you can put in your dealer pricings instead of MSRP, then you'll get the dealer pricing. So I'll just add. Okay. So the idea is that you build your own library. You know how it works in music apps. You search for a song from the music apps library, and then once you find it, you add it to your playlist or to your library. So that's the same concept which you're trying to do. And if there's a product which you can't find in either XTEN-AV library or my library, then you can create a new item as well. So if you click on add custom item, again, this will give you the same form where you can create your own brand, or you can choose from the brands which we have. You can put in a model number, part number, description, quantity, rack unit. Everything with an asterisk is mandatory. Everything else you can just leave. If you want to use the images for signal flow diagrams, you can just pull the image link from the manufacturer's website. Same goes for the spec link, but this is not mandatory. And then you select the category. We have pretty much everything in commercial AV. We have all the subcategories as well. So I want to do video, and then you'll find all the subcategories. If there's anything which you do not find, then you can choose the category which is other. It is available in the main category as well, in the type section as well. And then there are some products like, which are like microphones and speakers, which have subtypes as well, like, boundary, beamforming microphones, USB microphones. So you can then select the subtype as well. And let me show you an existing product which I have created. So so there you go. It's a video switcher which I have created. I have put in an image link. If you'll see this URL, you'll find the product is hosted on this URL. So I just copy this URL and paste it. Here. And then if I say yes to add IO information, I could also add the port information myself. I just click on next. Then it will give me a very nice and easy form where I can put in the port name. Just click on the add port button to add as many ports you want, and just give the port a name, quantity, and whether it's an input and output port or a control port, and just do save. Once you do that, so any product which you create as a custom item will again be saved to your library. So just remember that. And then there are lots of products in X10 AV library which you will find which say no ports information, which means that we do have the product in our library, but we do not have the ports information. So you can choose these products and you'll get the edit button again. So it'll give you the same form once again, and you can just add a category to them. So I want to do an amplifier with this. And if I say yes to IO information and hit next, then it will open up the form for me. Just add a couple of ports quickly. And just to save. So you will see the no ports information is gone. And now this product also, which was in X10 AV library with no ports information, is now added to your library. So that's how, you can make sure that when you go into your drawing pane or drawing window, there is no product in your design which does not have the port information. Everything will show up. So once you've added all the products building from your library and X10 AV library, there's one more thing which you could do. So there's an upload BOM button. So if you use this, you can upload products in an Excel sheet in one go. It's pretty simple and easy to do. So you just download the sample file and upload the products in the format which is this. So put in the brand, model number, description, MSRP, dealer pricing, quantity, part number, and we will add all those products into your design. So that is there. So if you don't want to search one by one, you can just use the upload BOM feature. So that's done. So once you've added all the products, now you click on Open Extra Editor. So now you can work in these two windows. The first is your BOM window where you actually add the products, all the products which you need. And the second one is your drawing window. So you will see that the connections right now are created here, but because it's an existing design, but you will find all these blocks under 3 different sections, video, control, and audio, and you will have to make the connections yourself. So here are the products which I have added in this design. So this is the microphone which I have added. So you can edit any of the existing design to add more products in there. And this is the Blackmagic speaker which I've added. Oh, sorry, the Blackmagic amplifier which I created by adding ports information. It's very simple to edit the drawing editing tool. So if you wanna know all the detailed features of the drawing editing tool, just go under trivia and tutorial section here, and under the trivia and tutorial section, you will find all of our webinars. And there is a detailed webinar about XDraw. It's a 1.5, about 90 minutes webinar, and it gives you all the tips and tricks of how to use XDraw, the drawing editing tool, and everything. What I'm doing right now is a quick overview. So you just join the green dots. It's pretty simple, and you just double click on the wire to add the label, and that's it. It just hits save. The design will be saved. Now, if you add new products in here, or if you delete a product from here, let's say I want to delete this amplifier. So I'll just delete it, ask you to confirm. So you don't need to click on Open Extra Editor again. Whatever changes you make, you just go back to the drawing window and click on Pull BOM Changes. And it will automatically update from your BOM. So it will delete the items which you have removed, or it will add the items which you have added in your design. So you'll see the Blackmagic is gone. And it works vice versa. So let's say I want to delete the Shure mic. I do save. And then I come back here and I hit refresh. So the Shure mic is gone. Now let's say there is a product for which I have created myself. I want to add more ports, or if I have added ports incorrectly and I want to go back and change the port. So let's say for this switcher, I want to change or add few more ports to this switcher which I have here. So I'll just go back. I'll click on edit button next to this product, and I'll just hit next. And then let me add one more port. And give the quantity type. And all I have to do is this time I have to check redraw device and do save. Right? And then I come back here and then I click on pull BOM changes. There you go. The ports just got added in here. Pretty cool. So that level of intelligence is there. So once you have completed your line schematics in here, you just go back and go to view designs. Now, you only go to view designs once your line schematics, the drawings have been completed by you. You think that the drawings are now complete. Now you'll get to the similar page or the same page that you get after questionnaire. So line schematics is the same, bill of material is the same which you have built, which is this. And here, you can add any kind of product, whether it has to show up in the drawing or it does not have to show up in the drawing. You can add custom OFE items. They'll all be stored under my library. And my library, one thing which I forgot to tell you is common to your organization or inside the organization, the group which you are part of. So if only one of you has to do the job, add the product once, and the same will be available to the whole company or the organization. So single flow diagram in here, what we do is let me just open up the existing. So we do not auto generate the whole single flow diagram, but we give you the pictures of all the products which you have in the BOM. So that's why I said it's important to add the image links from correctly to get the images in the single flow diagram. And then you could just use the editing tool to create your own single flow or pictorial schematics with all the drawing features which are available there. Then you also get the rack layout as well. Again, rack layout is auto-generated. So we know all the products which go inside of the rack and we will put them in a rack. But you have the full flexibility again to make the changes that you want. Well, that's pretty neat. And then the cable schedule. So cable schedule is a little different than the questionnaire one because the cable IDs are entered by you. So you'll go inside of the design and you will have to add the cable IDs yourself. Like, just double click on the wire and enter the cable IDs. So all the cable IDs which you've entered will be here. We will automatically pick up the source and the destination device, the ports. You can put the cable length yourself in here, and you can also edit everything in here. So if there is inconsistency or there is anything missing, you can just do the editing yourself. And then you could select the cable type as well yourself. And then again, you can just download in Excel and PDF. Then we have the ceiling speaker layout tool. It's pretty simple and easy to use. Just put in the dimensions of the room. Select the brand which you want. Select speaker which you want. Select the coverage which you want. And the quantity which you want. And click on generate design. So you'll be able to see how much coverage is enough for your room. So let's say if 2 is not enough, you just go and click 4. And you'll see, okay, this is better. Maybe if you go with 6, you find it will be a lot of overlapping in there. So that's how you use the ceiling speaker layout tool, and you can just download it in PDF. Then floor plan is the same. Scope of work is empty, but you could write the scope of work yourself. We are thinking of adding the technical descriptions of all the products in here going forward in the future, but you can just use the drawing editing tool. You can add images, whatever you can just say. And floor plans is the same. So that's XDraw for you. Rest everything else remains consistent as questionnaire. Now coming back to the last method, which is add your own BOM, which is in beta mode right now. I'll be honest, because to do automated connections for any kind of products and designs that you have, it's a bit of a difficult task. So that's why I believe it's only 80% there, but it still works, and it works great for smaller designs. So let me show you the concept of add your own BOM. However, if you find any issues while using add your own BOM, just remember it's in beta. So please go and use questionnaire or XDraw. So it's similar to the interface is similar to XDraw. You just search and add the products from X10 Av library or my library. However, there are few configurations which you have to do here. Let's say if you have speakers and amplifiers, so you will find a properties button next to the amplifier, and you will have to tell which speakers in your BOM are going on what channel of the amplifier, or amplifiers if you have multiple amplifiers. And similarly, if you have switching and interfacing devices, you will have to tell on which ports which devices are being connected. And if you have a control system, what ports of the control system are controlling the different devices in the room. And that's it. That's all you've got to do. And then you hit generate design. Once you hit generate design, again, it will generate all the documents which you get in questionnaire automatically, except for scope of work. Scope of work is there, but it's going to be empty. We cannot auto generate scope of work in add your own BOM because you're not doing the questionnaire. So we exactly don't know what is the real purpose of the room. But the line schematic, signal flow diagram, rack layout, everything else, cable schedule, everything else is the same as questionnaire. So you'll see automated line schematics. So it's kind of a hybrid between XDraw and questionnaire and XDraw. So works, as I said, works great for smaller designs. So here I did not answer any questions, but I just added products from my existing designs, and I did some configuration for the speakers and amplifiers and the ports for the switcher and the control system. It still connects the DSP and microphones or other audio devices automatically. So that's one thing which we're still doing automatically. Except for that, everything else you'll have to tell the system. Same is true with the signal flow diagram, is also auto-generated. So that's there, and then so that's add your own BOM for you. Then let me show you a quick tool before I show you the proposals, which is the last and the final one. So we have this specification search tool. This is a really nice tool to have. So let's say you want to search for a specific category, search just the specification across different manufacturers which we have in our database, or you can just do no preference. Select the driver size, select the mode, just select the specs, and then it will fetch all the products from our database for you with those specs. And you can drill down to specific brands also. So that's a really nice tool to have. We have pretty much all the categories which you'll have in commercial AV. Okay, so now let me come on to the last one, which is the proposal tool. So once your design is complete, you can just click on create new. It will open up the proposal tool for you. By the way, if you want to check out the detailed webinar which we just did last week for proposal tool, you will again find it under the trivia and tutorial section. So just go under trivia and tutorials, and you will find it there. There you go. Webinar 5, all about proposal tool. Anything you want to know about XDraw, this is the webinar. And then next week we are doing a webinar just for the questionnaire. We've already done a webinar for questionnaire previously, but we're going to do it next week again, which is going to be live. So for that, you know how to get there. Just go on XTEN-AV.com and go to our events page. And here you'll find the list of all of our upcoming webinars. So next week we're going to do a detailed webinar. But still, if you don't find them, you just go under trivia and tutorials and you'll find everything here. So while my proposal opens up, let me see if there are any questions. Nope, there are not. I hope most of them have been answered. Can you use the question? Yes, you can use the questionnaire with the trial. It does. There you go. So this is a proposal tool. I'll just give you a very quick overview. So everything you will see here. So this is your cover image section. Everything is editable. Just click on the edit button, change the image, change your company logo, add the information about the customer, your own information, cover letter. There are different sections, project descriptions, and then all the areas and items, all the products from your BOM will automatically be added here. So you can individually edit each item if you want to, or then we have, otherwise we have the settings wheel where we have pretty extensive options for you to add, labor. You can add different types of labor, administration, engineering cost. You can even create custom labor options, and you can put work in margin or markup method. You have different tax options in here. You have different shipping options in here. You can do SLA. You can do optional products. You can choose what you want to show to your customer in the PDF. Let's say some people don't want to give, a line item price. You just want to do a lump sum price, or you want to choose what you want to show to the customer. You can do room-wise areas and items. So you can have room-wise BOM in your PDF. Do you want to exclude? You can exclude taxes and give a proposal without taxes. If you're outside of the US, you can use a different spelling. If you can add a theme, and you can select a color for your theme for the PDF pages. Do you want to round off? So there are pretty extensive options which are available, which I can say there's no other proposal tool in the market which have these many customizations available. And again, the PDF layout, you can customize how the PDF is going to look like. You can change the name of the default sections. You can move them around where you want to see them. You can add custom sections, like, if you want to add company information, all of that, so you can do all of that. It's pretty simple. And then you have the SLA section, then you have the profit and pricing breakdown section. Terms and conditions are here as well. Then we also give you a very nice checklist where you can just make sure that you have not missed out on certain important items like mounts or projectors or some things like that. And you must be wondering, do I need to add all this information every time when I do a proposal? The answer is no. We have something known as a template. So you can just choose, you can create a new template. You can save changes to an existing template, or if you can just go under apply and edit. It will give you a list of templates which you could choose from. And you can make any of them as a default, or you can just choose them. So for different customers, you can save different settings so that you don't have to do everything from scratch. And once you are ready, you can download a client PDF or an integrated PDF. The difference is the client PDF will be for the customer. The integrated PDF will be for which will have your cost margins and everything. And and you can also make a copy, which means you can create a new version. Let's say customer wants you to make some changes, just click on make a copy and you'll create a new version. It will all be saved in one place. Now there's a download zip option as well. So all the drawings associated with this particular design or proposal will be emailed to you. So along with the PDF, you can attach those drawings as well. And if you want to see the preview of how the PDF looks like, so you just click on the previous PDF preview. Takes a couple of moments to download. So this is how the PDF will look like. You'll have a nice table of contents. You'll have a cover letter, all the things which you have customized the proposal. You'll have room-wise areas and items, pricing breakdown the way you want it, SLA is there, everything which you, the way you want it. And then the same PDF you can just download and send to your customer. So that's a quick overview of the proposal tool. We're running out of time. So that's pretty much it. The pricing, as you can see, the XTEN-AV, it's a 30-day free trial. If you go on our website, you'll find our pricing as well. It's pretty simple. We have two types of paid plans. So you will see. So there's a free plan. Once a free trial and you automatically get downgraded to the free plan. You cannot do a lot of things. You cannot use extra. I mean, you can, everything is exported with a PDF. You can download it, anything in Excel. It's very limited. But for $59 a month, if you're an individual user, you get everything. You know, you get a kick-ass drawing editing tool, a proposal tool, you know, and you also get a very nice CRM. So there's a lot which we are offering, which usually customers or people pay for separately. You pay for a CRM separately, a drawing tool separately, a proposal tool separately, and none of them actually do any automation. We are the only company in the world which is using AI to automate drawings and documents, especially in our questionnaire and add your own BOM method. Then we have the business plan, which is for 5 users, which is $249 a month. In this, the difference from the basic plan is that you get a lot of collaboration features, like you can share projects with your team members, and you can send them for approval. You can put in an approval process in there. So all of that. So team collaboration, different user access levels, all of that is available in the business plan. And then if you pay upfront for the year, you get a 25% discount, which is pretty neat. And if you want to go above 5 users, then you can contact us and we can work with you. There are a lot of companies with whom we are working on a pilot program, which is 4 or 5 users of them use the product. We work with them, customize the things the way they want, and once they're ready, we upgrade the whole organization. So if you want to do something like that, we can do that as well for you. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. If again, we're going to do a detailed webinar next week on the questionnaire, so feel free to check that out, or else go under the trivia and tutorial, check out all about extra. It's a detailed webinar, pretty good. We got a really good response on this, and same is if you want to check out the proposal tool in detail, just watch that as well. So I'm open to take questions. We are out of time, so if there are any questions, please do let me know. I guess most of the questions have been answered. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, everyone for joining for this today's session. I hope everyone is staying safe and everyone is just use XTEN-AV and let us know your feedback. We'll be more than happy to help you with anything else. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good day, good evening, wherever you are. Bye-bye.